going to bring you the third installment of his conspiracy theory series. From sea to shining sea, nothing is sacred. First it was the extinction of the mustache. Then it was the poisoning of our water supply. And now even your relaxing morning jog is no longer safe. Please welcome Trace Helms.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
How are you? Have you ever heard the battle cries of the running man? My knee! Oh, my ankle! I think I pulled a hammy. Running is one of the most basic forms of exercise that we can do as humans. Why is injury so prevalent? A recent Harvard study has shown 30% of American runners get hurt every year. Surely, Mother Nature would not have allowed us to survive if after only a brisk few miles running away from a lion or tiger or the fearsome liger, we were clutching our joints. No, clearly something is awry. I propose it is the modern running shoe that is the source of our woes, and the solution is going barefoot. You may think I'm crazy. No. Well, let's talk about it. What are the benefits of barefoot? Well, less injury, more running. That's pretty much it. Sounds pretty simple. Because your feet are bare, you get feedback from the ground telling you what hurts, what's correct, what's not. And therefore you have better technique, letting you run farther with less injury. Sound pretty convincing? It doesn't have to be completely barefoot. You can wear minimalist shoes like the Vibram 5 Fingers, or some fancy sandals like I have. I think I look like Achilles, but you may or may not agree. The modern running shoe is very restrictive on your foot. And when your foot is in there, the muscles around the feet and the lower legs begin to atrophy and become weak. And if you don't believe me, take off your shoes for one day and walk around and see how sore you are. Also, if you look at your foot, you'll find an arch. If you look at a bridge, you'll find an arch. The arch is one of the most structurally sound designs for weight bearing. But if you look at a bridge, you don't see any arch support. Yet our shoes, arch support. Many runners have found that when they wear the shoes, their arches flatten due to the reliance on the arch support. And when they lose the shoes, their arches tend to come back as their feet strengthen. These arches, because they're weight-bearing, help you to absorb shock when you run and lessen the impact on your knees, and your hips, and your back. If you're a golfer, or a tennis player, or a discus thrower, a croquet hitter, or a shot putter, or a participant of any of these wildly popular American sports, emphasis is placed on technique. What is the correct technique? But for runners, just do it. It's time we talk about technique. With the invention of the modern running shoe came a padded heel. And with this thick padded heel, I can see people looking in. And with this thick padded heel, allowed runners to step farther to increase their stride. The thinking is that the farther you can step, the faster you can run. But what this also did was allow runners to land on their heel. And prior to the modern running shoe of the 70s, no one ran like this. Why? Because it hurts like hell. Try taking off your shoes and running on your heels on the concrete. It's not going to happen. Yet runners increasing their stride, trying to go faster. The way that people ran before this was with their feet under their center of gravity. They didn't land on their heels. They landed on the forefront or the middle of their feet. To illustrate, imagine my hands for your feet. This is a heel strike. Sounds kind of painful. Yeah. Yet this is the technique 75% of American runners use today. This is a fore or mid foot strike. softer. No, we are designed to run with our feet under our center of gravity. And by doing this, the muscles in the feet, the lower legs, your quadriceps, your hamstrings, and your glutes all come into play to soften your landing and help send you on your way. So, how can you utilize this technique, and how can you practice? Well, that is simple. Run in place. When you're running in place, it's virtually impossible to heel strike. Unless you're being a jerk trying to do it on purpose. And to transfer this into motion, it's easy. All you do is lean forward. Running in place, leaning forward. And in a nutshell, that is the proper running technique. Proponents say you should aim for 180 steps per minute. That's 3 steps a second. That is way faster than the average American runner takes steps today. The idea is that you have shorter strides, you lessen your impact, allowing you to go farther. Ladies and gentlemen, we were born to run. But not in modern shoes. Can we change the battle cry of the running man from to thank you.